The NFL regular season is wrapping up, but there's still time to get in on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. The app is so easy to use, and there are so many different ways to bet, like live same-game parlays. Find bets in the new Explore tab. Make a parlay in the Parlay Hub, the best way to find popular parlays, and more. So visit FanDuel.com/247 and make your first bet a layup. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Must be 21 plus and present in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, permitted parishes only, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, or Wyoming. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino, LLC. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona, 1-888-789-7777, or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana, 1-800-522-4700, or visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas, 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net in West Virginia, or call 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York, or visit oasas.ny.gov/gambling. Standard text messaging rates apply. Sports betting is void in Georgia, Hawaii, Utah, and other states where prohibited.
The following is a GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street production. You've discovered your link to GoPowerCat.com's PowerCat Overtime podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor, and it starts right now. Now, let's go to the WTC Gig-Powered Studios. Here's your host, GoPowerCat.com publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to another edition of the PowerCat Overtime podcast, your Friday fun day fun podcast where you ask us anything, we answer with anything. Our answers maybe don't have anything to do with the questions. It's remarkable. It's amazing podcasting magic. Tim Fitzgerald, Zach Carlson, Ryan Gilbert, your new trifecta of knowledge and silliness. Hey, we're sponsored by The Fridge. And guys, I just swung by The Fridge, and I meant to have it in here, and I totally forgot. You know, Zach, I have this hard and fast rule that I do not drink until the work is done. But today I found a perfect reason to get around that rule. I thought, hey, here's a good reason why I don't have to observe that rule. I went to The Fridge just now. We're having some friends over for some social distance fire pit drinking tonight, and they wanted a light beer, so I bought the new Blue Moon Light Citrus. It's supposed to be really good. It's got tangerine peels. It's got a little fruit flavor to it, and they say it's really light and refreshing. It's a wheat beer. I could only get 11 in the cooler, so I got an extra one. What should I do with it? I was going to drink it and have a sip right now, and what did I do? I got sidetracked with other stuff and forgot to bring it in here.
And it's warm now.
No, it's in the fridge, but
okay. The
beer from the fridge is in our fridge. But it was really slick. And in fact, they are so full service there, I needed ice. So I gave the guy $4 for ice, and he walked around the building and brought it back to me. Never had to get out of my car. The perfect thing for every lazy drinker is now available at The Fridge. Order on your app. The Fridge. Woo, woo, woo. How's your guys' week been, man?
It's been good.
Delivering a lot of pies?
I haven't had it. You know it. Guess how much I made. What was that?
$4,000.
Guess how much I made?
$4,000.
$173.
On just tips?
Yep.
My God.
It was a great night. It's awesome.
Are you?
Did you have to take your shirt off?
I know. Are you doing something a little extra there?
No more questions about that.
Ding dong. Here's your pie with extra sausage.
Well, I haven't had any alligators stolen from me this week,
good.
so I guess you could say I'm having a good week.
If you're not up to date on current events in Manhattan, Kansas, we're doing fine with the pandemic. The pandemic's fine. There's no one around, so the businesses are struggling. But our local business, Reptile World, reported to the Riley County Police Department that there are 2 alligators that aren't for sale. They're just there on display in the store, kind of like their mascots, were stolen. 2 alligators. And we're not talking, when I heard alligators, I thought the little ones, the little tiny ones, that are about 2 feet long. One of them's at least 5 feet long. They're legit. I mean, they're not full grown, but they're good enough to get a pet. And then a jogger, a bicyclist or something along the linear trail along Wildcat Creek reported seeing an alligator. So some yahoo stole 2 alligators and apparently released them into nature in Manhattan, Kansas. Pandemic, and then the alligators get here. Boy. Zach?
Crocky.
Zach, I feel like there's a moment here for you to step into stardom by searching for alligators.
I want to. I really want to go down. I know they've closed everything off, but I really want to go down there and just see if I can find it. And then they find me an alligator.
Can't you, with all of your talents, can't we create a fake badge for you, like, from the reptile department of the Secret Service or something? I don't know why the Secret Service have a reptile department, but that way we're pretty safe and that we're not actually copying something that exists. You get through and say, I'm here to handle this alligator problem for you. Let's do that. That's going to be fun. When I say let's do that, I mean you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do this podcast. Let's do this. You've asked us some questions, and we're going to try to be funny and entertaining. But a lot of it, if you ask crappy questions, I will give you crappy answers.
Quit asking us about Big 12 as sitcom characters. We've tried it. We can't. It didn't work. We cut it.
Yeah, we tried to do it, and we all were like, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Your questions from Wabash Station. Here's Gills.
Hooray! A task!
From Exhausted Nihilist, tell us about your favorite or least favorite feature of any masks you have purchased or otherwise acquired during the pandemic.
I bought 2 cloth masks from Amazon. Once the whole, all the masks were sold out for the first month. And then after everyone was home for a while, they're like, oh, now masks are really abundant on Amazon or wherever. So I bought 2, but I put them on and they're very cone shaped almost. They really protrude out at the nose.
That's weird.
They almost like if they had a little beak on them, they'd be like a plague mask. I just feel like they're almost even too small for my face too. So that's my beef with my masks, but I will wear them.
I had someone dropped off 2 K-State masks, one for the wife, one for me. Mine was bigger, and I put it on. It fit fine. I think my head grew, so now it doesn't really fit. It makes my ears stick out. So now I got a mask on, and I look funny. So I just wear an actual medical mask that I bought early in the pandemic. It took a month to get here because they were back ordered. But and the key feature of this mask is you can't breathe in them. So that's kind of a nice feature there. You slowly suffocate because you're not getting enough oxygen, and they fog up my glasses. So they're lovely. I understand they're not fun to wear. I would not want to wear one sitting at a football game in the heat at all. I understand all these things, but I went to the chiropractor today because I've been having some serious issues, and I put it off, but I finally had to go, and this was visit number 3. We're making big progress, but I wore my mask into Dr. Nichols' office. I'm just going to confess something. This is a spin-off story, Zach Gills. I like to confess things on this podcast. I like to share things from my life. So the first time I went to Dr. Nichols' office, I took a wrong turn and headed the wrong way. So to get to Dr. Nichols' office, I have to make 2 turns if I'm driving, because I drive there because then I go do other stuff. I could walk there in 3 minutes or less. It's literally, I turn off of my street, cross Browning, and turn right into his parking lot. And I took a wrong turn in this process.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
That's right. I got to Browning and turned right, which I do all the time. And I'm like, son of a... That's the way my brain's working right now. The pandemic brain doesn't work. I got lost going to an office that is probably a 1/10 of a mile from me. It's a block away, catty corner. I got lost.
It's impressive.
I'm an idiot. Next question. Oh, Gills, do you have masks? Do you have to wear masks delivering?
Yeah, we do. So that's about the only time I've actually worn a mask is the basic blue one that wraps around your head.
Yeah.
Whatever you call that one.
Kind of medical ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
It gets the job done.
Yeah,
so.
It does. They're not real. I wear glasses, so they fog up my glasses.
Mm-hmm. That's what everyone that works there's always complaining. My glasses, my glasses.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Hey, Velma.
I know. I know. Okay, next question.
From Adam K63, what venues or stores are you the most excited about reopening?
Hey kids, you want to do your dad a really big favor? Tell your mom you want to go to Hooters.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm so happy for my bar owner, restaurant owner friends that they're getting back to business. I can't wait till they can safely do full capacity. We're probably getting there. We just got to get some more numbers on what's going to happen after the slow opening here in a couple weeks. If we don't see a bunch of serious cases, I think we'll be fine. I know this. I just went to Home Depot again. This time I was going to the garden store and got my mask on. And in the past, you had to go all the way in the front door and then walk all the way back around and go to the garden store. I park in front of the garden store. You can exit from there, but you can't go in. And today it was all open. I could just walk right in, get my stuff, and walk out. I'm like, I don't want to go in the store. I just want to stay outside here. So I was excited that they were getting back to normal so I could wear my mask and go get my stuff in the garden store and come home. Zach, are you excited to get into Reptile World?
Yeah, I'd love to get down there, Hopefully they get the gators back. Even though what I'm excited about reopening, I don't really go there all the time, but I feel a sense of security when it's open is Best Buy. Because Best Buy sells pretty much everything. Like
if you have something go wrong?
Like if something goes wrong, you go to Best Buy. I mean, that's any video thing we have that goes wrong in the studio. Let's go see if Best Buy has it. Some cable or whatever. So I don't know. I feel a sense of security. I would be very sad if Best Buy ever left us.
So do you think I should just go into Best Buy since our business agent for Verizon sucks? You know what? Should I just go in there and buy 3 iPhones? It's the same price.
I'd buy them straight up from Apple. No SIM. No SIM. Just buy them from Apple.
And then they'll work on the Verizon network?
Yeah. Just buy with
unlocked?
So you can buy them unlocked. That's what I did with mine. I went to the Apple store.
You would think
SIM,
if you're going through Verizon, they'll give you a deal, but no, there's nothing. It's the same price.
Not on an iPhone.
I don't know. I'm still hanging out at home. It wasn't like I was leading a real romantic life to start with. I kind of go to bars, restaurants, the office, and liquor store. Garden stores this time of year. That's about it. I don't throw axes. I don't do escape rooms, although sometimes that problems get down to my own house, but that's not an escape room. I know where the doors are. I'm just get lost.
To be honest, though, I don't think that I'm going to be terribly I'm still not excited about stuff reopening because sports aren't reopened. I can't go to a stadium. Once I can go back to a stadium and watch a game in person, I will feel much better at peace, I guess.
I agree. Once I can go to the K and not worry about social distancing, kind of get back to normal and have a brat and a beer with my buddies, I'll be good. But I'm nowhere near that. So I guess I'm happy things are opening up for the people in my life that are benefiting from it, even though I'm not tremendously benefiting from it. Gills, are you ready to see your gold mine of pizza delivery dry up here pretty soon when people realize, hey, I can go to the hut and eat This guy doesn't have to bring me my food anymore.
I'm about to get laid off, but now that Quick Trip's got the donuts and the fountain machines open, I mean, my life is complete. So,
well, that's true. You're a QT addict.
Yeah, you're not wrong. One answer I do have is Hot Country Nights here in Kansas City.
Oh,
I don't know if they will be open, but if those are, I don't like country music at all, but I always have a fun time, going there with my friends and having some beverages of age.
What kind of music do you like?
I like rap music the most. Sorry.
You seem like that kind of guy, yeah. You seem hard like that, yeah.
I feel like all Ryans have to like rap music.
That's a good point. That is a valid...
Ryan Wallace, Ryan Black.
You're right.
Ryan Gilbert. I don't know.
Ryan Eminem. Ryan Vanilla Ice. Yeah, that's right. I do like country music. I do love Hot Country Nights. And I agree with you, but I don't think they'll have it all summer.
Yeah. Oh, well. So
you just go to drink?
Pretty much.
Well, that's pretty cool because this is the first summer you're 21. Huh.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, yeah. Next question.
From K-State Fan 99, welcome back. This is his first time asking a question here in quite some time. If you could go back and tell your pre-COVID lockdown self 3 things 3 days before the lockdown, what would you say? For him, insider trading stock tips, go out and eat at every restaurant you can, go to any show, movie, concert, game, etc. that you can.
The stock tips is brilliant. Brilliant. Because I would take everything I could and put it into certain things.
Zoom.
See, I don't like Zoom. I'm not a fan of the whole stock in Zoom.
I don't know. I
think it ballooned to far beyond what its real worth is, but if you could have jumped in real early and then rode it and then sell high. So
I think virtual meeting that's kind of the future, but as far as actually the company's Zoom,
I agree.
Do you really think that's the one?
Well, for now it is. We were just discussing on our Slack group for 24/7, the podcast group, about people are switching that have been using Skype over to Zoom because it's so much cleaner. But we've had our problems with Zoom. We know that. I think if you've got good internet signals, which I don't have very strong Wi-Fi. Gills, you've had some problems. Zach, once in a while. If you're not on WTC, you're not on good internet in Manhattan, period. It's the truth. And unfortunately, our homes aren't in that area. So anyhow, I probably would have bought Amazon, I'll tell you that. If you want a conspiracy theory that this was driven by people that wanted to make money off things like Amazon, because a lot of money shifted from locally owned businesses into the shipping business. A lot of money. So, I don't know. I wish I was a billionaire, trillionaire, whatever he is, obnoxiously rich. I'm bitter. What else would I tell pre-COVID Tim? I don't know. I mean, it was kind of weird. I had set up my home podcast studio about 2 weeks before all this hit. I don't know why. I just got motivated. I had the equipment. We had the right little pieces of equipment at the office. I moved some things around, and I brought this in. And so I was set up to start doing this from home. It's not like, Zach, we have to go to the office very often.
Right.
I mean, we can work from home anyhow.
I've gone to the office as many times since the lockdown, all of this began, as I probably would have in the first place had there been no lockdown. Maybe I would have gone a couple more times with spring football, a little bit of work, but for the most part, I've done exactly what I would have done, which is stay at home.
I mean, we have really cool offices, but in reality, we could get by if we had a little audio video area and, a place with a desk if someone wanted to go work, get out of the home. And that's, in reality, it would be easy to do. So I'd probably tell myself to order masks before. I'd probably tell myself to buy the kind of quality toilet paper that people desire and then sell it on the black market. The Kennedys made their fortune running liquor boats on the East Coast, smuggling during Prohibition. And like NASCAR was born during Prohibition. You know that, right? I mean, they started building souped-up cars to carry the moonshine and run away from the cops. That's a true story. That's how the cars for the original NASCAR were constructed to carry moonshine. I kind of feel like I could have built a quick fortune on toilet paper. I could have been the toilet paper king.
I just realized what I would tell myself.
What?
Recently, during all of this, I've gotten back into baseball cards and, doing stuff like that. Anytime I'd go to Target, I'd pick some up. Or Walmart, but they're extremely picked over because I guess all the main plant in the United States got shut down for a while, so they haven't really restocked or reprinted anything lately. But I would have told myself I've gotten into Topps Gypsy Queen, which is like a higher end product, a lot of good rookie cards, parallels, whatever. I won't bore you with that, but the hobby boxes, which are the top of the line, cost a lot of money, but you get autographs, a lot more cool stuff, so to speak, in those. They were originally going for about $100, even like at the beginning of April, and now they've doubled and even more than doubled. Like on eBay, you have like they cost $200 to buy, $200 or more. They were going for $100 a while ago. So if you really wanted a stock to buy, should have bought just a whole bunch of Topps Gypsy Queen hobby boxes and sold them.
Why is it called Gypsy Queen?
I think it's like the format. Like they've got like fortune teller cards that look like that. And then there's like a tarot card. I don't know where it is. Somewhere in here. There's like tarot cards. They're like, here, I'll find a card here. They're like kind of airbrushed around like the edges of the card. Like they're just,
wow.
I don't know. It's
fancy. So
it's better than your like normal Topps here. Like they're not glossy like this. I know that this doesn't help anybody listening at home, but I'm showing Fitz and Gil's.
Well, it does help me.
Cards sitting here on my desk.
Zach, I want you to be honest here. Throughout the course of your life, how many times have you paid $100 for a hobby box?
What did he say?
From Ohio Power Cat, will football tailgating ever be like it was pre-COVID lockdown? Will folks still be tailgating and not go to games?
It's a good point. I think more people will tailgate and not go in. At least this season. I think they'll be out there. They want to be around it, and they'll probably set up a screen on their, run their Wi-Fi and watch the game or satellite, whatever you have to do. It will come back. I'm just going to make a public announcement that due to health concerns, I will no longer allow our subscribers to take body shots off of me.
That's not right.
It's going to have to end. I know there were some concerns about the belly button was like the size of like a full beer, and that people were getting excessively drunk by taking a body shot off me. But due to the health concerns now, it's going to stop. So I apologize that part of your subscription is no longer valid.
What's wrong with you?
I would like an apology for you making me picture and question how voluminous your belly button is.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's kind of nice because when I go, out like to the store and I'm throwing some shorts out pockets, I can put my wallet, my keys, right there in the belly button.
Enough.
The whole thing.
Please stop.
He's right,
I think that tailgating it'll be back eventually, whether it's this season or next season, who knows? But I don't think I feel like the whole flatten the curve thing, yes, very important to do. You don't want to overwhelm the hospitals, which is kind of what it was. But even now, like, as much as I understand how important it is to try to not spread this disease, you kind of just want to go out and eat at restaurants and shop. Like, humans are social animals, and
this isn't healthy for us.
This is, at some point, we will get to a point where we're like, I just want to see people. I don't care if I catch this. I don't really care if I spread it. Like, it's just, we need to be around people. And I think that, tailgating is a great place, a great social place to get around people, which if people have been starved of that for, 6 months, I think that people are absolutely going to tailgate.
I totally agree with you. And, for someone like me who is somewhat immune compromised, although, right now with my cancer inactive, who knows what my real situation is. It's up to us to kind of take care of ourselves. We also need the courtesy of people. We can't stay locked up forever, and people have to bring us stuff even if we stay locked up. So we have to have contact with the outside world at some point. A guy like Gills needs to bring us a delicious Pizza Hut pizza. Thin, Italian sausage, beef, pepperoni, onion, and mushroom. That's the 5-topping go-to Fitzgerald pie. Sometimes those need to be delivered to our house by someone just like Gills. And if they're carrying the Rona on their hands, it's coming home with me. So we got to be careful. You can't just go on like nothing's there, because you might accidentally pass it on to someone who's immune compromised. But those of us who are, we have to be cautious. The rest of you, with selected mask use, particularly in some interior spaces, I think it's about time to just get back to business, see what happens. Let's go have a damn pool party. You don't want to wear your mask in the pool, though. I feel like if you're in the pool and it's heavily chlorinated, Zach, wouldn't you think you're better off?
I don't know. I
mean, if you're in a pool covered in chlorine, it seems like it's made to kill things.
I don't know if chlorine kills coronavirus.
Someone let us know.
It would, but I don't know.
I've killed some coronas at the virus at the pool. Screwed up the joke. Totally screwed up the joke.
Man,
damn it!
Do you guys know pools are all open here, like the neighborhood pools?
Really?
Yeah.
Are they doing any kind of social distancing? Like the chairs are scattered out?
Nope. It's a free for all in there.
Wow, that would make me nervous.
Yeah.
That would make me nervous. Even like if I'm at Vegas and it's a packed pool and there's a lot of people walking around. I don't like that either, because everyone wants to touch me. Golly.
Touch your belly button.
I know. They just want to make me giggle.
My days working, taking care of my little ones can be a lot. I checked out Care.com and it was so easy for me to find local, experienced, and background check sitters. Finding our babysitter was way more affordable than I thought. Care.com makes it super easy. Search for qualified candidates. You can view their profiles, read reviews and ratings, check their availability, send messages directly, get the help that you need. Care.com should be every person's go-to.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
From AWint25, what is your favorite TikTok dance, Savage or Rockstar? Fitz, bonus points if you can perform either of these on the YouTube channel with only one take.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have TikTok. I will not do anything to give my information knowingly to the Chinese government. I give all my information knowingly to the United States government through Alexa. Alexa, are you listening right now?
I only listen after you say the wake word. To learn more, visit Amazon.com.
She's still talking. She's going to be listening to the rest of the podcast, so don't talk about anti-government stuff.
Stupid risks are what make life worth living.
So no, Zach, answer this TikTok question for all of us. Gills, are you on TikTok?
Heck no.
You seem like a guy that could listen to some rap and as they say on the streets, pop a move.
No.
So the question asks, these are two popular songs on TikTok, Savage by Megan Thee Stallion and then Rockstar by DaBaby.
DaBaby.
Rockstar.
There's a million songs called Rockstar.
Well, this song is Rockstar by DaBaby.
DaBaby.
Rockstar's the better song. It's the better dance. I'm sick of Savage because someone spoofed it and turned it into a song about Carole Baskin. So that's all I hear now, and
that's savage.
It's so annoying. Like I had to block the sound. I was so sick of hearing it on TikTok.
That bitch.
Yeah,
Carole Baskin, who now owns the Tiger King Zoo.
But did you see that it recently came out that her husband's will, his signature was forged. He did not sign his own will.
Get out! She killed him.
It's getting real, folks.
If Carole Baskin did dances on TikTok, would you watch?
Because I have no self-control and I hate myself.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, here's a little dance. No, absolutely not.
That was really good, Zach. That scared the hell out of me.
From I Like Pickles Cat, what is your favorite bottom shelf beer?
Busch Light, no doubt. Absolutely. I'm a Busch Light bottom shelf beer guy.
I'm going to open up two beers. Okay. You tell me what sounds more refreshing.
Gotcha.
This one or this one?
Busch. Definitely the one that went Busch. What beer is that?
It's Busch.
Right.
That was an easy one for me.
I don't think I've ever drank something that I would call my favorite. I don't think I've drank enough bottom shelf beer. Because when I turned 21 and I was my first purchase was Blue Moon. I drank Blue Moon, Boulevard, and Bud Light. And that's still my mainstays there. I was never hey, let's go spend $15 on a case of, this crap. So I don't really have a great answer. I think Pabst Blue Ribbon might be the only beer I've bought and drank more than one of that didn't come out of a vending machine at the high-low. So
it's true.
I don't know.
Gills, are you still in the drinking cheap beer phase of your life?
You know it. Natty Light all the way.
Man.
See, is Busch Light even like a bottom shelf beer? Because I thought Natty Light was the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah, Natty Light.
I enjoy it.
Busch Light would be a step above, but it's still considered cheap beer.
I don't think I've had either Busch or Natty.
Buddy on the softball team, that was his beer, man. He'd just bring, everyone would bring, kind of rotate who brought the beer for in between games and after games. And Jeff would always bring the Busch Light. And I'm like, damn, Jeff, this is pretty damn good. So I started bringing Busch Light too. So if you give me a Busch Light, I will drink it. You give me a Coors Light, I will reluctantly drink it. Give me a Bud Light, I'll have about 3 and go, what's going on here?
I guess Old Milwaukee would count, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well, yeah, then it's a Nancy then, obviously.
The Old Mill.
Yeah, that's my answer then, but it's got to have some pineapple juice in it then.
Yep. The Nancy's were better with the original beer.
What was the original beer?
Old Style.
Oh.
Old Style was on tap at So Long for many years, and then Old Style, which is the Cubs beer, decided, hey, we're going to up our keg prices to be just like Bud Light, thus moving them out of the cheap beer area, and off came Old Style, down went their sales, and on went Old Milwaukee, and So Long Saloon is now the largest seller of Old Milwaukee on tap in the United States, including all of Milwaukee.
He's absolutely right.
That's
incredible.
Incredible.
Wow.
All because of Nancy's.
Also from I Like Pickles Cat, does Scenic Drive need to be renamed? It's basically developed on both sides at this point.
Oh, that's weird you asked that question, Pickles, because streets in Manhattan are named after presidents, and I think that should be John Weefald Parkway. And I have asked people about it, and I don't know. People want to crap on John Weefald now for whatever reason because his ending wasn't as elegant as things, but we wouldn't be here without him. I mean, the school was on the rocks. He saved the school. You know, he saved football by hiring Bill Snyder. I mean, he did a lot of things that changed the reality of Kansas State University. I would like to change Scenic Drive all the way up to where it turns into Kimball, because Kimball actually, Zach, goes all the way down to Anderson.
Yes.
It's weird. Why? That's just weird.
It just bends.
Oh, I know, but I think it should just be Kimball, or it should be Scenic / Weefald Parkway at where it bends, at that stoplight. That's just me.
Like at Grand Mere?
Yeah. Well, at Grand Mere, or where you go into Old Chicago and that stoplight.
Yeah.
From there on should be John Weefald Parkway. And I am told that there is a master plan to bridge across the river there and go all the way to I-70 so that there'd be another exit into Manhattan.
Interesting.
I also think, while we're on this topic, that we should change the highway that comes in. What highway number is that comes in from the west? Like from
Junction City?
Yeah. That
K18, Kansas 18.
K18. Yeah. I think that should be Tex Winter Highway. So when you come in from the east, you're on Bill Snyder. Come in from the west, you're on Tex Winter.
Not a bad idea.
I'm full of good ideas.
I feel like Scenic Drive is still scenic enough when you're going up the hill from the south. So you're going north down towards Anderson. You're going up the hill.
Brief moment.
And then you hit, you're still kind of in the trees and it's kind of cool. And then you get up to the top of the hill where you can see most of Manhattan. And then you hit apartments and stuff. I just wish they'd develop up by that new light that they put up there, like by Lee Mill Heights, I think. I don't know what the road is, exactly what that is.
That's supposed to be commercial.
It might even be Miller Parkway, but they need to put something there.
Yeah, it's commercial development there. There's plans to put like a Shop Quicker. That's a perfect place for a Quick Trip right there.
Put a Chipotle somewhere.
Anything
on
out
this side of town.
We need anything out here. Yeah.
Get the Brahms up and going, please. Anything.
Yep, I wanted that name, John Weefald Parkway, Drive, whatever. You think about it, all the different streets we have in town.
What other streets are named after presidents?
Well, Anderson. That's it. All I can think of right now. There's more. Well, and there's halls everywhere named after presidents, but you get over there. I don't know. I mean, there's a McCain Drive in there. I don't know. But, yeah, it should be. Marlette, is that a president's name? I think it is.
I think Marlette was a professor.
Really?
I think. I'd have to go back and look. There was something with K-State that he did.
Well, my argument is that without the growth that came from John Weefald's administration, Scenic Drive would have never even been put in. I mean, we wouldn't be out there. Town would never develop that far. So I think it should be Weefald, whatever. There we go.
From Email Wildcat 82, when will your team start recording the Overtime podcast together in your studio again? Whom would you like to invite to an Overtime podcast guest slot to help answer the intriguing questions we pose? Suggestions include Wabash Station VIP members, Ryan Catfish Black, Matt Walters, Eric Stone Street, Robert Limson, or Riley Gates for Geography Matters.
Those are good suggestions, actually. I think Stoney's probably got too much on his plate doing nothing at all. But yeah, Brian Black would be great on an Overtime, don't you think, Zach? He's great on the Insiders.
I feel like he should almost be kicked off the Insiders and put on the Overtime podcast for half the stuff that he says.
It's great. He'd be great. I might see if he wants to do that sometime. Well, we got to get Gills back in town. He's hanging out in the OP, doing OP type things, talking to chicks, cruising the College Boulevard. Do you cruise College Boulevard, Gills?
I do not.
Okay, that's good.
Strictly because Pizza Hut doesn't deliver there.
Really? Okay. Yeah, we got to get back together, and then I got to be able to trust them, what they've been up to. A lot of hurdles to overcome. But from a production standpoint, God, I hope tomorrow we could do it, because this is a pain in the ass. I mean, when you listen to this, it sounds okay, but there's some gaps in there. A lot of editing has to be done. And when we're in the studio, unless we have a big mistake that I write down to clip, we just plug it in and put it up. So it's a lot easier and the sound's better.
Are you going to take our temperatures?
Only rectally.
What's wrong with you?
Yes, the best.
Did I go too far again? I think I went too far. I think that might have been some kind of violation of employer-employee relationship.
Daddy, are you going to jail?
Now, that's a good point. Maybe I should get one of those little forehead scanners like you're a little kid.
Yeah. They have that at Pizza Hut every time I go in.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever have you ever been feeling bad and you ice your forehead a little bit, cool you down?
I've done the opposite when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
really hot on my head. Just tell my mom. Of course,
but then what did it read 104? And you're like, yeah, you're lying.
Yeah, she didn't buy it. She would never buy it, man.
Yeah, because you did it too high. You got to just get it just right.
Yeah, but at Pizza Hut, I mean, my temperature has been lower than 99 or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. So, yeah.
Nice.
I've been great. I've been healthy, Fitz. You can welcome me to your WTC Gig Powered Studios, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. But if it's ever too high, you just explain that, hey, I'm damn hot. And the boss at Pizza will go, hell yeah, you are. Take this pie to those co-eds. Sorry, I started to write a movie in my head. It's going to have a lot of plot to it.
Woohoo! Stop the presses!
Next question. Maybe we should move on.
Perhaps we should.
Yeah.
From Adam K63, when you wear pants, I know Fitz doesn't, but hey, yeah, there we go. Do you put your socks on before or after you put your pants on?
Man, this is good.
In the world of spray painted and slim fit jeans, you got to put them on before.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm fat. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if the jeans are actually that tight. They're still restrictive. I put them on before because typically, because of other health issues, I have really cold feet. So I rarely don't have socks on. So that.
You guys have seen my calves.
Oh, they're freaking.
You've seen my calves on Tinder.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
They're nice. They are thick, and it's hard to pull slim fit pants above my calves. So the socks are on before.
Oh, God, help me. His calves were thick and sinewy. Is that the good right word? I don't know. I started to write a book in my head just now. This podcast has gone in a strange place for me.
So what you're saying is everything is society's fault and we as individuals never need to take responsibility for anything.
Gills, are you a sock first person?
Socks are the last thing I put on, man.
Okay, there you go.
You put socks on first. I don't trust you with anything in my life.
Okay, well, he doesn't trust us.
I said it.
I put my underwear on last. It's kind of amazing. Shake things up.
Last question of the podcast from Chris66204. Who is your favorite visual artist, not a painter? Could be a sculpture or a dancer, performer, group. Does not have to be a classically recognized artist. Example, Pink with the exclamation point with the eye. Very clever there. Pink
Fitz knows Pink.
Okay, sorry, Fitz.
If you have not been around.
We're friends.
This one, I don't know who in the world this is, Zach. Can you read out that name for me, please?
Cirque du Soleil.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Whatever that would qualify. Actual, Zach.
Burlesque performer.
He's so innocent. He is so innocent and yet not.
Fitz, I've never been to Vegas, but Ryan's definitely never been to Vegas.
No.
Obviously not.
I'm a huge Cirque du Soleil fan, enormous Cirque du Soleil fan. And when you start reading this question, I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, if you take away artist, my brother-in-law is an artist, so he's my favorite. But you take away painter, that's just but Cirque du Soleil. I've been to Beatles Love 4 times. When Vegas opens back up all the way and the shows are open, I'll go back for a 5th. O is incredible. But yeah, I'm into that. But there's nothing quite like Love. It's an assault on your ears and your eyes, and it's magic. It's really cool. If you're into the Beatles at all, I mean, the slightest understanding of Beatles music, you will enjoy it. It's incredible. Zach, you probably have a favorite burlesque performer.
I do like Broadway. I don't really have a specific play, but just going to Broadway, seeing like Lion King or Beauty and the Beast or Cats, Wicked, whatever. I do enjoy going to stage plays like that, musicals like that on Broadway.
Me too. Gills, I mean, is the boss really good at tossing dough?
Sure. There's my answer. I feel like I'm too young to have an opinion on this question.
I know.
What do you mean?
I don't know who Cirque du Soleil is or Burlesque.
I don't know how. I don't understand your. How were you raised by wolves, and then the Gilbert family found you and raised you your last few years? I feel like you've missed some steps.
Have you ever been to Disney World?
Not that I can remember.
Man, what?
Or Disneyland?
Not that I can remember.
Are you an actual...
What's the biggest city you've been to?
I've been to New York when I was a kid.
Were you at Home Alone?
Yes, that was me. Okay. Now it all makes sense, right?
Yes, it does.
I'm sorry, but Kevin McAllister had way more street smarts than you do.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell you what, Kevin McAllister could call up a few burlesque dancers, have stop by the house while mom and dad have lost him.
Yeah.
He's got that on me.
Well, that was fantastic. That was great. Zach, I'm really disappointed you didn't answer with a specific name of a burlesque dancer. Dancer.
Burlesque.
Brexit.
I don't know any names.
Brexit dancer.
I don't have any names.
Yeah, well, sure you don't. Well, you don't know the real names. Anyhow, that's it for the PowerCat Overtime podcast.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's kind of been a strange one. I apologize to any of you who made it through it. It's a lovely day. I want to be outside, not inside, so I'm just going to end this podcast and say, go to the fridge. I've already done it today. You're one step behind me.
You've been listening to the PowerCat Overtime Podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. PowerCat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street Publishing.
With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.